hello, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are already a YouTube subscriber, thank you for your continued love and support. Those of you who are brand new, I appreciate your curiosity. My name is Cody. I am your conscious soul reader, bringing you a full supermoon in Aries reading today. So this is going to be a look at the energy surrounding the full supermoon on October 17th, 2024. For those of you who are able to catch this reading beforehand or soon after, this will show you what you can expect around this energy. This is a full moon in Aries. Now, everybody knows that the moon affects your emotions, and Aries is a very fiery, impulsive sign, right? Very quick to aggression and anger. The Aries card is the Emperor. It is the Tower. Okay. So we have some Aries energy coming through with that Tower card, right? So that's about aggression and assertion, dominance, chaos. If you are interested in a personal private reading, all that information is in the description box of this video. If you hit that link tree, it'll take you to my webpage. This is the only place for you to be able to book a personal private reading with me. Beware of scammers. There are tons of scammers out there who will reach out to you in my comment section, or they will try to DM you. They have stolen my pictures, my face. I don't reach out to you doing that. No legitimate reader does that. Those are scammers, and they are copy pasting stolen content. I will never reach out to you in Messenger. I will never email you a reading. I will never phone call a reading to you. Every single reading is by video of my face talking directly to you, so don't get scammed. All personal readings are only booked through my website, and if you would like to hit that subscription button, that notification bell, if you follow me on all of my platforms, this is your opportunity to catch me live for a deeply discounted rate on a personal one-on-one reading. This picks up on our energy with each other one-on-one. Now, unfortunately, they are done live, so it is a bunch of other people in the room on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. They are posted, so you can go back and rewatch them. On TikTok, they are not reposted. I haven't reposted them on TikTok because they're over an hour long, and no one on TikTok has that TikTok has that kind of attention span. So there's no point in posting it or eating up my data for that or any of that. So no point at all. All right, my lovelies. So with that being said, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me and ask me anything you need. All right, here we go. If it is a valid professional question, I will reply. I have cherry picked the full moon in Aries card out of the deck. Now, I fully believe that 90% of the readers who only show their face cherry pick the cards out before they give you their reading. I'm fessing up. I'm telling you right now. I pulled this card with the intention of doing the full moon in Aries reading. So I did want to look at that energy. I will pull a couple of cards organically from the deck, and we will read those as well. I've also got a couple of memes where I would like to showcase the energy really fast before we get into the Moonology deck. We will pull cards for Celtic Cross, get clarification on any of those cards as needed, and then I will pull some more oracle to close the reading today. All right, let's take a look. This is a full blood supermoon. So the blood supermoon is a part of cleansing energy, and this is breaking outdated cycles that are no longer a part of your destiny. So outdated cycles, this could be old habits, this could be old relationships, this could be old circumstances, but these are outdated. They're the old you. Whenever we transform and grow and evolve, a lot of what we used to be, what we used to like, what we used to find entertaining or useful of our energy are no longer serving us. They're no longer able to come with us as we grow and evolve. And that is okay. Think of it as, when you outgrow your toys or you outgrow your clothes, or seasons change and you have to shift into something that suits it better, right? So this is about moving through those shifts and evolving as well. So this supermoon is burning away anything that is tied, anything that tried to stand in your way. This fierce moon in Aries is also called the blood moon. Nothing can stop you from achieving your destiny. You're heading years ahead in life where you're meant to be with the right person. Blood moons bring fierce shifts, destined manifestations, and total change. Okay, so blood moons are very intense energy. This is about removing blockages. So if you've been holding on to something for the inability to simply let go of it, for the fear of, it going somewhere else or them going somewhere else or someone else having it, this is that energy where the universe just kind of says, okay, enough is enough. It's time to let go. Time to move on, right? No more baby blankets, no more binkies, time to grow up, right? It's kind of that same energy. Universe is just like, that's enough. Time to end it. So big changes, destined manifestations, right? Universe has a better idea than what you have. And we can't possibly understand what wondrous things are in store for us whenever we're so limited in our thinking as it is. We can only create ideas of joy and happiness based on the experiences of joy and happiness that you've already had. So how could you possibly understand what's to come in when, you're supposed to experience bigger and better each and every single time, right? This is about that doing better, doing bigger, doing more. So the full blood supermoon. Blood moon is for harvest. So that is for when the supermoon is so close so that you can see at night. You can see during the day, you can see at night. This is so that the farmers can get their last harvest off before the fall season comes to a close and the winter months begin, right? So the supermoon occurs when the full moon coincides with the moon's closest approach to Earth, known as the perigee. This proximity makes the moon appear larger and brighter in the night sky, creating a breathtaking sight for observers. A supermoon's heightened energy can trigger a powerful reaction, bringing issues to the surface that may have been previously concealed. This creates an excellent opportunity for self-reflection and self-awareness. Are you in the middle of an argument? Or perhaps in the mood to pick an argument? Surely not. Or are you being overly forward? This is a time of heated emotions and frayed tempers. Anger is better than despair, as Abraham Hicks taught us, because anger spurs us on to do something. But you may get better results if you master your emotions. Certainly avoid stirring the pot, or it could boil over. Cooling your emotions and being the peacemaker means you attract more peaceful outcomes. So aggression and assertions certainly have their place. This is a way to assert dominance over a situation where you feel powerless in order to obtain control, in order to be heard, in order to be made clear, or in order to be taken seriously. But again, there is a time and a place for everything. I have been raised in that type of household where anger and aggression were certainly a very valid response to a situation where you're not happy, or your way is not being met, or you are not being heard, or you feel disrespected. Okay, so I was raised in a household where that was a natural reaction. Therefore, I had a very snap reaction to assert myself, to dominate, to try to control, to obtain control over a situation. And in unlearning this, I have found that there is far more power and there's far more respect whenever you can breathe through your emotions and pause before you react. Having integrity for the way you choose to react is far more powerful than asserting yourself or trying to show dominance. You look like you have lost control when you have lost your temper. When you lose your control over your emotions, you've lost control. You appear as if, you're quite capable of certain things, but you want to be very careful of how you present yourself. If you want to show somebody, hey, I'm capable of being destructive. I'm capable of being violent. I'm capable of, cussing you up one side and down the other and not thinking twice about it. Um, it shows you what is really inside of somebody, and those leave very lasting impressions. Now, to handle a situation by manipulation. Now, this manipulation word has been taken out of context when used in a negative way, of course. But when we want to manipulate a situation for our greatest and highest good, this is about looking at a way to manipulate a situation to be more calm, to be more able to reach a conclusion that everyone is on board with, that everyone can understand, or can be comprehended at least by everyone. Even if not everyone is getting their way, at least there is a way to meet in the middle. At least there is a way to meet in the middle. So this full moon in Aries has you looking to seek a balance between you, and me. Seeking that balance. Finding the balance. What would be the balance between you, and me? How about us? What else can we pull from the Moonology for my collective? What else do they need to know? Full moon in Aquarius. Be real. Be real. Bottom of the deck. First quarter moon in Aquarius. Trust the universe. Look at all this Aquarian energy coming out. Now, Aquarian is very communal. Air is more about intelligence. It's about processing things, taking a moment to really understand the situation prior to reacting. Be real. Sometimes we pursue someone or something for all the wrong reasons. Our ego gets involved, and before we know it, we're driving ourselves crazy by chasing something that may not even be right for us. This card reminds you that sometimes you need to back off a little, worry less, and trust more. Life is about fun and laughter, but you'll take all the fun out of it if you spend too long in your head rather than in your heart. You might win, but it might not be a great victory. Release. Find a balance between being real and trying to please all of the people all of the time. So this card is interesting in that it is talking about driving ourselves crazy, chasing something that may not even be right for us, right? And when we assert aggression and we try to dominate with anger and control, a lot of times we're trying to force something to be what is not meant to be, what is not for us, what is not meant for us, which is universe trying to remove a blockage so that something that is meant for you can be brought in its place. You can't possibly understand the level of blessings that could be awaiting for you if you're constantly trying to create what you know and what you're familiar with. This is about moving out of the way, being real. Move out of the way. Trust the universe leading into that. That works perfectly, actually. So, first quarter moon in Aquarius. Trust the universe. All right. It's time to release your grip on a situation. Passion is good, but too much can become manic. Sometimes we feel too much intensity around our dreams because we're scared they won't come true. But that's counterproductive. Live and let live a little. State your intention to the universe, then detach. Trust the universe and see what happens. The tighter you grip now, the more likely you are to lose out. This is doubly true if you've been jealous or had issues to do with sex or money. Avoid trying too hard to influence someone else. If you feel stuck or you're making someone else feel stuck, you need to tread carefully. Sometimes stuck people behave recklessly. Yeah, then you start to try to assert yourself or move through aggression and control. And that is the last possible resort to getting your ways met. I'm telling you, if you try to force somebody to see your way, you're only going to make it be visible at surface level. But the true depth and understanding is for you and you alone. Yours is to lead by example, not to force your way onto others, but to lead by example and let either frequency take care of itself by either aligning and matching with your environment, your circumstances, and people, or it naturally falling away from you. And if it does naturally fall away from you, something better for you replaces it, as is life, such is life. Okay. All right. What else does my collective need to know? Let's run out a Celtic cross here. Celtic cross for my collective. What else do we need to know? That you position Seven of Pentacles, right? The seeds you're planting right now, the way in which you are making your moves, the way in which you are manifesting and creating, the energy in which you are doing so. You don't want to do so in an energy of control, dominance, aggression. You're only going to create more of the same energy. You want to create from a place of gratitude, optimism, and positivity. This creates more of the same. Crossing and complementing you. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. Releasing previous betrayals. This is really not about allowing for your past to dictate how you create your future. This is about allowing for the lessons to provide you with the wisdom and knowledge to create the outcome you are ready for in this moment. What is meant for you will arrive for you in clarity, and what is not meant for you will arrive for you in the form of lessons. It's about showing how something happened for you versus to you, taking control over the situation and using it as a way to transmute your energy into something more productive, more powerful, versus letting it dictate and circumvent how you act, think, feel, talk to, create, look at anything moving forward. The Hanged Man is the best that can be achieved in this circumstance. The Hanged Man is about looking at things from a new perspective. This is a new outlook. This is about detaching from your previous way of doing things and moving into a different direction. This is about releasing yourself from the feeling of being a victim of your circumstances and starting to look at it from a different perspective of these things happened for me so that I can become the best possible version of myself. They didn't happen to me and now I am this type of person because of what I went through. Right? Do you see the difference? The difference is I went through all of these things and now I'm a better, stronger, more capable person because of it. Look at how much more powerful I am now because of what I went through. Look at how much smarter I am now because of what I went through. This is a game changer. This takes everything that you've been through and experienced and turns it into the fuel on your fire versus the reasons why you have aggression and assertion, using it to your benefit instead of your detriment. What's the foundation? Page of Swords. Learning and learning and learning as much as you possibly can. Learning as much as you possibly can. You are a sponge right now. This is a complete and total acknowledgement and being absolutely self-aware. And also, by becoming more self-aware, you're more aware of other people around you. When you're more aware of self, you can see people so much more clearly. The way in which they act, the way in which they speak, the way in which they communicate about certain circumstances. When you're more self-aware, when you learn how to be more powerful in the way in which you're speaking versus aggressive, you're more intelligent. Versus dominant, you're more inclusive. So that you can figure out what is the best way to get everybody on board versus forcing your way upon everybody else. Hello, coworker. All right, what's that past energy? King of Cups. King of Cups is a very balanced, emotionally and mentally stable person. This is somebody who is in control no matter what's going on, no matter what. There may have been certain circumstances that have hardened you a little bit to where this is not a viable way for you to get things done. You may have tried this approach in the past and it was met with deaf ears or a turned away approach of not even acknowledging you. What's that future outcome? The Hermit card. More aware, more self-aware, more spiritually aware. We've got the Four of Cups, Nine of Cups to the Temperance card. Love it. Love it. So this was you coming to terms with how you did things before, but changing and shifting it to a more spiritually aligned approach. Not just mentally powerful, but also spiritually powerful. This is about becoming more self-aware, is becoming more connected to your higher self, which is more connected to your purpose, which gives you more clarity. This gives you power and dominance over any circumstance or situation because you don't feel so insignificant. You don't feel like you're just a player in the game. Rather, you are one of the main characters. You're one of the performers. You're one of the creators of the environment in which you are experiencing. And this, in turn, gives you a more positive outlook by becoming more balanced spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. The trifecta. The trifecta, which gives you all the control over every single circumstance. You don't have to do it with anger, aggression, or assertion. You don't have to do it by being mean or a bully or by trying to make someone feel less than you. There is no need for this type of assertion and dominance in the world. It only makes you look like less of a person. It makes you look like you are incapable of attaining or achieving on your own. So you have to step on other people to get what you want. And when somebody is self-aware and they see somebody doing this, it's a very different outlook. Other people might look at this person as a very high and mighty person because they are dominant, aggressive, angry, controlling. But somebody who's self-aware would look at this person as the man behind the curtain. Really trying very hard to cover up for some deep, deep insecurities, for some inability to really be intelligent or emotionally controlled, having any sort of self-control whatsoever, and therefore coming across in a very aggressive and angry way. You see it for what it is when you're more self-aware. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, let's clarify. We're going to clarify these few cards out here. Butter. It's funny, I was just thinking of the Ten of Swords, and look who's here. Let's go. So we're going to get clarity on a few of these cards out here. Can you please tell me clarity on the Seven of Pentacles? Seven of Pentacles for the You position. This is planting seeds. This is the point of creation. You have obtained and acquired information. You have provided your position in life. Now it is the time to start to put those seeds to work, to start to create, put everything into fruition. Literally, Seven of Pentacles is planting seeds. Seven Pentacles. Ten of Cups, Three of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom. So, yeah, these are very powerful moves, because when the Knight of Pentacles is out here, now, when we're on the horse, this is about movement. But typically on every other deck, both feet are firmly planted on the ground. This particular deck is the after tarot, or this is the before tarot, so he is getting into position. So you're getting ready to start to really put your feet down and do that hard work and that due diligence of what it takes to create what it is you know you're capable of. Everything that you know you're worthy of having. This is you trying to plan on how to get everybody to work with you, to commit and dedicate themselves to what it is that you've got on your mind, to your plan, to your goals. Tell me about the Ten of Swords. Six of Swords, trying to move on from some past betrayals. So this is what you're needing to work on. We've got the Seven of Wands also coming out, and the Five of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Okay, so your past way of doing things, the battle, the conflict, the drama, the possibly, fight or flight type of approach to a lot of your circumstances. This is you, being more about standing up for yourself and asserting your way. Come hell or high water, my way or the highway a little bit here with that Eight of Cups, Five of Swords, Seven of Wands. This screams my way or the highway. And I feel like you're seeing that this is not the best approach to all circumstances, especially when you're dealing with other people and you're dealing with people trying to, obtain a happy household or a successful corporation or success on a project or some habits or hobbies that you've got going on. You would like to see things through, and I feel like there is a different approach. There's a different approach here. The Ten of Swords is an ending to your aggression, your assertion, and trying to dominate a situation. Basically a tyrant. I'm just going to say it, because when the Aries card is reversed, the Emperor, he's a tyrant. So this is no longer working for you, as the Eight of Pentacles is trying to come out. Tell me about the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. Queen of Pentacles. Got the Page of Wands. Okay, we'll take it. Page of Wands, Tower, Queen of Swords at the bottom. So this is a lot of clear communication over chaotic situations. This approach here, when we have the Hanged Man, this is a new perspective. This is a way about you getting people to receive what it is that you are excited about, that you want to have happen, your plans, your ideas, the things you want to create, and getting people more receptive to what it is that you're saying, wanting, feeling. And this is about you not approaching it in a very chaotic, destructive way. Now this tower, the tower hasn't fallen yet. The storm is definitely brewing, but the tower has not yet fallen. This Queen of Swords is somebody who's very practical, very intelligent. So is the Queen of Pentacles. Pentacles and swords are a no-nonsense, non-emotional, not very overly excited or overly assertive way of receiving anything. Because divine feminine energy is about receptivity. And you're not receiving things, as a threat to what it is that you're trying to do, or you're not receiving things as, somebody trying to second guess you or to take away anything from what it is you're trying to build. Three of Wands and the Two of Wands. All right, so learning as much as you can, and really communicating in a clearer way about getting people on board, getting people ready to receive, what it is that you've got planned, understanding and seeing things from your viewpoint in a better way. This is about communicating in a better way, in a more intelligent way, versus assertion, versus aggression. Tell me about this King of Cups. Now, this is curious. This is curious how this is the past. This may have been the fact that you dealt with different people in the past. You may have dealt with, other situations, other circumstances. We got the Seven of Swords and the Six of Wands. Okay, so in the past, this approach may have worked and been quite successful for you as far as maintaining a lot of just total balance and just being cool with everything. And I feel like over time you have moved into a more aggressive and assertive energy, but this is about you kind of reining it back in and honing it back in here, cooling your emotions, trusting the process, trusting in the universe, and not having to, try to control or assert your way. Tell me about the Hermit. Okay, Strength card, Six of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. It's not easy to just change. It's not easy to conquer that aggression and that assertion. But this is about you finding the right balance between the me, and the you. What is that balance? The balance is us, us, us. It's not about my way or your way. It's about what is the best way. The most optimal way forward for the greatest and highest good. Not just your highest good, but the highest good. Detaching from the fact that this has to be one way or another. This Devil card and the Two of Swords is choosing differently. Really trying to release yourself from some pretty bad habits that you may have picked up along the way that may have hardened you into choosing a more aggressive or assertive approach to certain things. I have the King of Wands with the Chariot at the bottom of the deck as well. This is, that bigger, bolder picture, overcoming these obstacles, having great success moving forward. Really finding your way forward through the energy of success by overcoming this aggression and assertion, overcoming your need to come across in a way that is conquering by fear, and moving away from that need to conquer by fear with conquering with intelligence and the energy of community. It just feels communal. I've got all of this Aquarius energy coming out to counter Aries. This is about for everybody, all included, not just you and who you're dealing with, but the ripple effect of every single thing involved, every single person involved, every single soul involved. Not just you, and me, but us. So I would like to run out some advice, and then we're going to close with some oracle. So we're going to get just a few cards for some advice. Give me a few more cards here, please. A few more, please. Okay. Strength card, High Priestess. Three of Pentacles. Okay. So this is conquering that beast and really trusting in the process of things. And this is about really holding holding yourself to be very accountable, being in connection with your higher self, and having integrity for the way in which you're approaching all situations. The Strength card is the Empress that tames the lion. So the Empress tames the lion with compassion and through calm strength, through calm courage, through a calm presence of energy. So there is this beautiful presence when the Strength card and the High Priestess are coming out. It's showing that you're finding a lot of strength and solace, possibly in your connection with your higher self, with universe, with source, with God, with your angels, with your spirit guides, with your guardians. You are working in unison with them to create a very powerful foundation in which you are able to obtain way more than you ever could by asserting dominance and power through aggression and anger. Aggression and anger are only useful when it comes to trying to assert control and dominance over a situation, but you have to be very mindful of whom and what you are asserting that control and dominance with. Is it a very loving energy? Is it a very stable and secure energy? Is it very trustworthy? These are all about having integrity for the way you choose to react. And we do want to leave a lasting impression with how we choose to conduct ourselves. And I've done this. I've had the snap reaction of anger and aggression. And to be viewed and seen in that way, and to be shown of what I'm capable of, is far less empowering than having accountability, being self-aware, and more calm in my approach, breathing through my response and putting some breathing techniques, time and space between my reaction and a solution have been very beneficial for me personally. Anger and aggression are something that I've struggled with my entire life, and this has been one of my greatest achievements, is becoming aware of this and doing my due diligence to not have it be an issue or to have control over me, to show that that is my way to control others or a situation. Now that's truly empowering. It has been so empowering. Oh my gosh. One of the best compliments I've ever gotten in my entire life was how healed I had seemed in the way I had taken accountability for a situation and shown improvement since being self-aware. Okay. All right, so we're going to pull from the Mind's Info Oracle. We're going to pull from the Mind Info Oracle and see if we can't get a little bit more information here. Worth. And pivot. Pay attention and patience. It can be so easy to feel that we aren't good enough or worthy of happiness. This simply isn't the case, however. You are worthy and you have inherent value. It's time to cherish yourself and your true worth. A lot of times we will assert ourselves trying to get somebody to see our value. We will show aggression and assertion and dominance to try to show how worthy and powerful we are over others, how much more capable we are, right? But knowing and understanding and being self-aware is really cherishing your true worth and true value. Okay, we've got pivot coming out. Sometimes when things aren't falling into place after trying and trying, it's time to ask yourself if pivoting in some way would be a good idea so that your life can flow more easily. and effortlessly. How could you pivot even just a little bit, right? This is about adjusting and moving in just a slight way to get a different outcome or result. Things aren't falling into place. Trying and trying again, right? Try something a little bit different, even if it's just a minor detail. It could mean the world of difference. And you have to be really aware of this, paying attention. You're being asked to pay extra close attention to the signs you're being given, both the subtle ones and the ones that cannot be missed. These signs will help you see how to best move forward in order to live your best life. You're being asked to pay attention. Be patient. Practice patience. It's not easy to do this, but you're strong, and there's a reason why things aren't aligning the way you want them to in this moment. Have patience. It will eventually work out the way it is supposed to work out. And sometimes it's not always in the way that we want. Usually, we're the reasons why something isn't happening, because we're blocking something that is actually meant for us, something that is for our greater and higher good. Sometimes our analytical thinking mind, our ego, gets in the way and we block what is meant for us. Being patient and allowing for things to be will give you a lot more clarity to why something is not coming through. Stop resisting. All right, let's look here. Wrong deck. So we will now look at the Maharuk, future higher self. You will get what you wish for, but is it truly what you want? Right? Being very, very aware. Being very, very aware of what it is you want. Is it truly what you want? Or are you just fighting against what is? Or are you just trying to win at all costs? Is it truly, truly what you want? Do not give up because something did not work out right away. These are the pivotal moments, right? These are moments when you're being shown that, maybe just a slight adjustment would be better for you. You're on a journey of discovering your life purpose. So this is a journey, and it's about that discovery phase. This is not about, being handed a manual at the beginning of life and reading it and going tick by tick, list by list of what's supposed to happen. This is discovery of your life purpose. Not everybody chooses to accept their purpose. This takes great confidence. This takes great power. This takes great abilities. Not everybody's cut out for that. That's why a lot of people just kind of skate through life in that just good enough detachment and allowing for 3D to have your life and dictate where you go and what you do and what you think and how you feel when you feel it. The truly powerful detach, cut the cord, and go discover their own life's purpose. Be careful what and who you surround yourself with. Every single thing we consume becomes us, right? You are what you eat. This is also, you are what you watch. You are what you consume. This has to do with everything. The people, the company you keep says a lot about you. The company in which you keep says a lot about you. Your vibe, the tribe in which you attract. Okay. Challenge yourself to be stronger than your challenges, right? We are not given more than we can handle. You have to rise above. And that is truly empowering, to conquer adversities and to show the world what you're capable of by being stronger than your challenges. Be careful who you take advice from. We don't want to take advice from people whom we would not trade places with. And, as much as we love them, our mamas, our daddies, our aunties, our uncles, grandma, grandpa, if they have not obtained what it is you're trying to achieve, they may not be the best person to take advice from. As much as you love them, and as much as, some of them make you laugh, or some of them, make you feel, some sort of respect or fear or admiration for, would you trade places with them in a New York second? Let go of the idea that you're not ready. This came up earlier. I think you're standing in your own way. A lot of times we are. our greatest blockers to our true happiness by thinking we know better than what energetic flow is supposed to have happen for us. Be willing to let go of everything you once thought to be true. Just because you once thought it to be true doesn't make it so. You'd be really surprised at how little we all really know. You'd be really surprised at how little we know. You'd also be surprised at how many ideas you have in your head that aren't yours. Every idea is given to us. Which ones are you choosing to attach to? You're creating a you that you will be proud of. And remember that you came here to teach others. That's that ripple effect, right? That universal ripple effect. Dimensions. Balance all dimensions of your life. Lessons in life will be repeating until they are learned. Lessons in life will repeat until they are learned. New chapters require a new version of you. That merry-go-round of those lessons, if you are sick and tired of going through this experience over and over again, then learn the lesson so that you can move on and release it from your life once and for all. And the way you learn your lesson is by doing something differently next time you're approached with that same situation so that you can have a different outcome. All dimensions of your life. This is financial, this is emotional, this is spiritual, this is mental, this is past, this is present, this is future. Balance everything. This is about changing your personality so you can changing your personal reality so that you can change your personality. So this is a new version of you. These are new chapters. You can't do new things with old ways. It requires upgrades. These require new levels. These require a better, more evolved version of ourselves. So this is something that you're being asked to evolve into. There's a path you're meant to be on. Trust it. Trust that path. The path of least resistance is the one that you continually refuse to go on. Don't soothe your pain with momentary pleasures. This is the equivalent of slapping a band-aid on a broken leg. Truly getting to the heart and the problem is going to solve it a lot better than continuing to mask it and kick the can down the road of the inevitable problem that would far better benefit you to just deal with it than to try to mask it and hide from it. But that takes true power and true courage. All right, kids. That is a very long reading. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. If you're interested in a personal private reading, all that information is in the description box of this video, as well as the other platforms where I'm also posting videos and going live. Be sure and hit that subscription button, that notification bell. This will alert you every single time I'm energetically called to bring you a reading here or to go live, where it is your opportunity to ask me questions when I'm doing collective live readings. I offer heavily discounted rates on my personal one-on-one readings. Otherwise, private readings are booked through my website, as well as mentorships. If you're interested in any information or assistance in your ascension journey, I am here for it. Until next time, thank you all for tuning in, playing along. All of your likes, your shares, your comments are greatly appreciated. And I look forward to seeing you all on the next full moon. We will do a new moon and a full moon energy read every time they come up. It is important to look at these manifestations as they are coming in, as they are going out. I'm here for it. I'm also doing the same thing through journaling, through my own card pulls, through my own accountability and my own self-awareness. I'm walking this path right along with you. I thank you for being here. Until next time, I'm wishing you all the love, light, and abundance you can possibly stand. Y'all take care. Bye.